Okay, so we are back. Oh my god, I'm gonna start with my hand movements. So we are back and we are gonna be talking about a really interesting subject. So, why do people want to get in fight with us at the gym?
Well, we're like the sweetest people out
We
there.
are so nice, but I feel like everyone can relate because, like, people... Well, when we go into a little bit more detail, or I can even already start saying how just like the gym that we go to.
Should we eat and talk?
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is this.
Because I am starving, you guys.
So
like, I have not really eaten today.
And you know what? I have not seen a lot of mukbangs from pizza.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. Oh, this smells so good.
Ta-da!
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry guys. Look, I totally bought them.
Sorry, we're just gonna film like this while we eat this one. I'm buying it. Literally, my mouth is watering so bad.
Next to yours.
I should have asked for napkins, but I have a dirty shirt here, so I can just use that.
I think I put you napkins somewhere around here.
Probably.
Here, we can lay it on top.
Oh yeah.
I think I did. Or not. Okay, maybe.
Guys, how delicious does that look?
I know. You got a really nice one.
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
that would
in.
have been a really cute one. Cute little picture.
Wow, that's so good. I actually really like Little Caesars.
I like it too. I feel like it's not so greasy. Because I love Pizza Hut, but sometimes like when you remove it off of the box, it has a huge like greasy stain on the bottom.
And sometimes they put too much tomato sauce.
Yeah. I love the tomato sauce, but just a tad
Give us
bit.
more cheese and more pepperoni. But I will admit, I don't like their bestest, it's called like bestest pepperoni cheesy pizza, where they put double the cheese and, oh guys, I'm so hungry, I'm not even chewing, I'm swallowing. Double the cheese, double the pepperoni, and I feel like that was too much for me. I didn't like that. It was overwhelming. And I think extra tomato sauce too.
I think you had it once without me, and then like we had it once by accident. They gave it to us. And I wasn't a fan either. I just felt like it was a little bit too much.
I was gonna get their cheesy bread too, but it was $4. And I mean, that's not bad, but like the fact that it was almost as much as the pizza, I was like, it's weird. And I knew we weren't even gonna finish it. We'll hardly finish. Well, we'll see if we can finish the whole pizza box. We should make that a challenge.
Oh my god. Well, wait, it has 8 slices, so as long as you have 4 and I have 4. Maybe the first incident was mine, huh? So, the gym that we go to, it has like a variety of like older people and younger people. But the times that we would go would be in the mornings. And so there would be a lot more older people there. And so I'm like going about and like doing my workouts that I do. And then sometimes like the older people are just literally waiting up on you, like for you to like move, and they're literally next to you where you feel so uncomfortable. And this one time I was in one of those machines that you lift your legs up, and I had literally just sat down and I did my first set, and I honestly probably had like not even 5 minutes there. And like I was listening to music with my earphones.
Yeah, like everyone does.
Minding my own business, and there's a gentleman that comes up and he's like talking, and like I had just finished my workout, so I was kind of like not resting, but I was giving myself like a 30-minute like breather because like I had it on pretty high weights. And like the guy was like talking to me, and I like removed my earphones, and then he's like, you've been in this machine for way too long, like you need to get out, like it's my turn. And I'm like, first of all, every one of these machines, when it's busy, they give you a 20-minute limit supposedly, But when it's not busy, like if there's no line for it, which there never is lines for anything, like you're only supposed to do 20 minutes. So I was like, I just got on this machine and he started to like freak the heck out. Like he was almost like screaming. Like
he does not know how to behave with women because he was so disrespectful.
Rude.
And this guy, you guys, was like probably late 60s, early 70s. He was an older man, and his behavior was to me astonishing. I remember I saw him like raising his voice at you, and I was doing a machine too, and I walked over there. And I had never told you my situation with him before yours. And it was the same guy, and I told him, I'm like, you have problems. I'm like, the way you behave is not okay because you treated me bad last week when I had only been on the machine for like 3 minutes. And I was like, you need to relax. And he got so angry, like his face just had so much anger. I'm like, if you can't share machines with other people, you need to save up your money and build a gym at your home.
Exactly.
You know, don't be treating people
but
like
he was
that.
so freaking mean, and I'm like, in my head I'm like, screw this, I'm not gonna let him have the freaking machine. So I was like, I haven't been here for long and I'm not done with my sets. And I literally up to like, I tried to be nice to him and explain to him, but after he wasn't taking it, I was just like, screw this, I'm not gonna like lower myself because your bitch has this like super, you can't wait, you're not patient at all. I'm like, no, I pay the same amount as you, so I deserve to use my machine.
Okay guys, we fixed the lighting a little bit. If only you guys were to see how it looks.
This is epic. Yeah,
I mean, let's continue on so we can keep telling you guys the story.
So that freaking man, like, I was like, I'm not gonna get off of this, and I literally told him something else, like, I'm like, you have problems, you need to learn to wait for your like time, and if I had my 20 minutes, then yeah, you can come over, but you can't. Oh no, there was like an issue, and then that's when the people that work there came over.
He went running to the front desk girl.
Oh yeah, okay, so I cut him off. I was like, I'm done, and I put on my earphones and I started to work out like how I should be. He literally went to go tattletale on me that I had over 20 minutes, and I was like, he has issues. He's literally, I'm like, that is not a way to speak to a woman. I was like, I understand that he's an elder person, and I would have been okay like giving him maybe the time if he was nice to me.
Yeah.
But he literally came like an asshole, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let him speak to me that way. And like, this is what I didn't like about that gym, was the fact that like they sided with kind of like him when I literally had nothing to do. I wasn't the one that was speaking.
The girl was
so
scared
loud
of him though. She would like look at him every time she would talk, like she was scared of him.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't be scared of him. If he's rude, you know, or isn't like following the rules or whatever, tell him, like, you work here, it's okay. But she didn't. I would have understood, because they even have a sign like, if it's busy or if there's like a line, don't stay at that machine for longer than 20 minutes, because you know they can remove you.
Yeah, they can actually.
And that's understandable.
Like,
but the fact that Jackie had been there for like no more than what, like 3 minutes, and for him to have gone pissed off, that's unacceptable.
And the way that he spoke to me, it was just like super rude. Like, I'm
gonna tell you guys my experience now, and it was with that same guy, and this happened probably 2 weeks before it happened to Jackie. And I had gone downstairs, and I was gonna do the I don't even know what you call the machine, but it's for your like stomach, for your abs. And I put my earphones on too. Like, I don't know, when I go to the gym, I don't really go there to like talk to anyone. I usually like to listen to my music and just mind my own business. So that's what I was doing. And I was on that machine for, I'm gonna say like no more than 3 minutes too. Like, I was taking my first or second little break, and here he comes, and first of all, before he started speaking to me, he was mad dogging me like crazy. But I was like, maybe that's just his face. And then he started talking, and I removed my earphones so I could hear. Oh, I look crazy when I did that.
And I got myself looking a little.
I look scary.
Ew, we're reliving it, that's why.
Yeah, and I think the light doesn't help. It's like making our eyes look weird.
Oh god, come on.
But yeah, so I removed my earphones off, and I was like, still me being like the overly nice person that I am, I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you, I had my earphones on. And he's like, you need to get off that machine, you've been there for way too long. And the way that he spoke to me, so freaking disrespectful. And not just that, this other lady came behind him and she's like, yeah, I've been waiting for you to get off that machine too, so you need to get off. And they were both going in on me. Yeah, and I'm like, I will get off once I'm done. I just started and I have up to 20 minutes to be on this machine if there's people waiting. And they got so pissed and they both started talking shit to me. And the lady told the guy, you know what? I am a respectful lady. I will allow you to do the machine at the same time that I do it. So let's do it together. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You two old fucks. Sorry for my language, but you two old fucks. Why do you guys have to fight for the fucking machine when you guys don't even need to do abs anymore? You're both in like your fucking 70s, okay?
Exactly.
Relax. Go do cardio. Go do something light. Don't do the same thing that I'm doing. Like, they pissed, I'm saying like a lot, you guys, but they pissed me off so bad that I think I was like fucking shaking of not being scared of them because I was talking back to them. I was shaking from so much anger. I was like, fucking someone please, my angel, come protect me before I come and get in a physical fight with these 70-year-olds, because that will look really bad on my part.
Mean. There's a lot of really
so
nice
bad.
elderly there, but the majority of them, oh my god, I had not had a good experience with anyone that was like elderly. Like, I felt like they're so grouchy and grumpy, and like, I mean, you're doing something for your health, so shouldn't you be like happy? And like, and I forgot to even tell you guys with my little like argument, like Jessie literally came over and she like came over to speak to the guy, like, you shouldn't be talking to the girls like that. And I'm glad, because I felt so like I know that at the time, like, I was standing up for myself, but it was so nice to have Jessie like back me up, because like, this is a guy, and like, no matter how old he is, I feel like I would never be able to lay my hands on anybody, like, especially an elder. And I would never, and I know that Jessie and I would never like get into a fight like that unless it was literally like necessary. But like, you feel kind of in a way vulnerable, and at the end of that fight, like, I felt like shit, even though I had nothing to do with nothing. It just kind of made me feel bad. And it's like, I think I didn't go to the gym for like a week after that, just because I'm like, I don't want conflict. Like, I don't want, not that I was afraid of the guy, but I just felt like it made me feel some type of way that
something not great could have happened if he would have acted like that with us again. I'm not saying that we would have like fought him, obviously, but like, it could have gotten like worse where we were screaming at each other in the gym, and that's like really like ghetto bad behavior. So, and we wouldn't want it to get like that. We switched our time, because we used to go at like earlier 12. No, this is when we would go after school. So we would go between 12 to 1. And then we switched our time and we started going at 9. And I feel like the earlier you go, the better people you get. You're kind of not with like those grumpy old people. You're with happy people that just woke up. So we like that schedule a lot better. But damn, like, why are people willing to like fight like that? People need to relax.
Yeah, and honestly, it has never been with like any younger people. It's always been like the elderly. And it makes me sad, because like, they shouldn't ever make anyone feel bad. Like, if you go to the gym, it's because you go like in a kind of...
So the next story that we have is with me.
By the way, we're on our third slice. Yeah, we're literally gonna finish this whole thing. Let's just take a huge bite before we start talking again. Really? Like, how big?
Like, the biggest you can do.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta show this. Oh my god!
How did you do that? I thought my bite was huge. I'm like, damn.
That's funny.
That was good though. Okay, so like I was saying, the next story is when we were also at the gym, but this happened when I was alone. Well, all of our stories happen when we're alone. But I was doing this time cardio, and I was doing, you guys know those like bikes you sit and like you're pedaling, and it's kind of like a light cardio. But anyway, I was doing that, and like, again, I had my earphones on, but at the gym that we go to, they have TVs, so you can like watch TV while you're working out. And it was around the time that it was like the election for Trump.
I literally almost finished it with that PS bite.
So yeah, that was going on. We don't like to talk about politics with other strangers, religion. You guys know those are topics that you don't really hit because people are very strongly about it, and you don't want it to ruin a relationship or anything over that. So it's just kind of better to not talk about. Because you can meet the sweetest people, but they like... And they can go for like the opposite of you go, and it can completely change your aspect of them. So maybe it is good to know, but I don't know, when I'm with strangers and it's the person that you don't know, you don't want to get in an argument with that person because you don't know them, and it's just not worth your time. Unless they disrespect you, then obviously, yeah. But anyway, I was sitting next to this older lady, and Trump was like on TV when it was like his election. This was like a couple of years ago, but anyway, that was going on, and she was like, you know, kind of nodding her head when he was talking or whatever. And then she looks over at me, and she wanted to start talking politics. Now, we didn't have an argument or anything like that, but the fact is that she asked me, like, who do I go for if I'm a...
You don't ask that.
Democrat. Yeah. Or Republican, and you know, like, yes, I do have a side and I pick, but I didn't want to talk about it with her. I didn't want to get in an argument with her. I didn't know who she was going for, but I could kind of guess based on her behavior. And like, yeah, so she asked me, she's like, who do you go for? What are your thoughts? And I was like, I looked at her, I was very respectful, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not really a topic that I talk about with like people I don't really know. And she just kind of looked like shocked, and she's like, oh, okay, like no worries. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay. But I just don't like talking about that with people because everyone has strong opinions, and it's just, you don't want to start a fight. Like
I've heard conversations about religion, and oh my god, it gets scary. Like, I mean, we're talking about religion here, and like they go at it, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and they respect each other's like religion, but just like they start like, well, I think of this, and then like it just goes bad. That's why it's like you should never like talk about that.
Yeah,
I feel like you can kind of like destroy friendships and like even like your perspective on somebody. Oh my gosh, guys. So okay, we have to do another mukbang, but just damn girl, that was real big. I just saw the whole piece going in. But okay, so we need to tell you guys a story, and this story, it's like, it's just a story within itself, so I think it should be a completely different mukbang.
What is it?
But I'll give you guys like a heads up. So at school, when we went to college, Jess, you know how we had a gym class and we made a friend? But that one's a really long one with a lot of like details and stuff. But that person turned out to be like everywhere. Where me and Jesse were kind of scared because like we thought that he was special needs, but at the end I honestly don't know if he was special needs. Like, wait, I was a little scared.
Which one are you talking about? The tiny one or the bigger one?
The bigger one. Well, they were both. He was, but then he was kind of like he wasn't super, I guess, like not like special. I don't know how to describe him.
He was, because there was like a class that would go to the gym at the school, and they were all special needs. And
wait, I know he was. So this can be an extra story because it's so juicy.
But I'll just say the part he was special needs. But
they're gonna say the special part with me.
No, no. Just the fact that like he didn't appear like he was special needs. I don't mean that necessarily in like a, I don't know, like I don't want to be offensive to anyone with special needs, but he just didn't look like it.
He seemed pretty like just.
But when his behavior, you could notice it a little bit. So yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say because it is a pretty good story.
It's a really juicy
We need to tell
one.
you guys.
We need to tell you guys because at a point, me and Jessie were at a point where we were just like,
and he did something.
yeah.
Okay, we're like going way too into it.
Me and Jessie were even scared because
There's
we're
two
like,
guys too. One was Jackie's and one was mine. No, I'm just kidding. The other one was really tiny.
yeah. Then well, there's a lot to it, but
Yeah,
like at a point,
really
Jessie
tiny.
and I were like scared for our lives because we were like, okay, he's like in special needs, but like it made us kind of in a way feel scared. Please, you take this one.
Which one? The big one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so down. You guys, this is my 4th slice.
Oh
Like, what is wrong
my
with me?
God.
I
No.
am so hungry.
Look at this. Like nothing was left.
It's okay. We're doing it for you guys.
We'll just go get in more chip bites.
Oh.
Okay, so this video won't be too long. I'll just tell you guys another story, and then we'll kind of like end this video so it won't be too long for you guys. But literally, why is there traffic right now? So basically, this one wasn't at the gym, but I think I needed to buy something at Stater Brothers. And I told Jess if she can come with me. And this was probably like, I'm gonna say from 9:30 and on. I'm not sure what time exactly it was. But I think it was almost like 10 o'clock or a little after 10.
Oh my gosh, I was totally zoning out.
Was it 11
Going
o'clock
ham on the
at night?
fucking pizza.
Well, it was
Oh my
after
God.
9. Let's just set it as it was after 9. So I'm driving on to the way to the store, and you know, like those lights where it kind of like you're supposed to like yield. So so the people that go straight have the right of way, but if you turn, then you can turn. And like this car wouldn't turn, and I was supposed to turn, so he wouldn't turn. So I decided to make that turn once the light was green. So my light was green, but his was red, and I kind of gave him the way for him to take that turn that he was supposed to, and he didn't. So I went ahead and took the turn. Well, oh my gosh, he started honking like crazy, and he literally was speeding, and he was tailgating me, and I got so scared. Like I was like, oh my god, because you hear stories, Margot of people like carrying guns and stuff. So I was like scared, and I had Jessie next to me, and like, which I was not at fault at all of like anything of that. And if anything, like, don't have road rage late at night, and like how much of a coward you were. Well, he was right behind me, tailgating me, flashing his lights, honking.
Scary.
And I was like, I need to like the good thing was from that, like the store was almost close to there, so I literally turned into the store, and he literally turned there too. And there was literally a parking right in front of the store, so I parked there while he blocked me. Like I couldn't reverse.
Like, full on block. She
block.
could not back up even if she was the best driver.
No.
It was bad.
Oh my god, I was so scared. And he like literally gets off, and he comes to the drivers, and he's like, lower your window.
Yeah, he was like,
yes. And I was like I'm not gonna lower my window. And then he started like screaming and yelling stuff, and like I'm like, if you don't leave, I'm gonna call the cops. And I grabbed my phone, and I pretended that I was like dialing the cops, and that's when he like left, and he like freaking like he
major road rage,
pulled on the and he pushed the gas. But I was literally shaking after that, because I'm like, oh my god, like you are mad over a fucking turn that I gave you the right, and you still didn't take it, and you're still like making me like be the person that did something wrong. I'm like, oh my god. And it was a man. So all these freaking people, like, what men are trying to fight women? Like, come on. Like, if you think that you're that much of a macho person, like, go fight a man. Go find someone your own size, like, not women. And
they know who to mess with, though.
Yeah. But this
like
guy,
all these guys that we've said that have, well, those two men that have attacked us, it was at night, but he flashed his lights. If it would have been a male, I can almost guarantee you he wouldn't, because he's a chicken shit.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't want to get his ass beat. And then the other older guy too at the gym, he would never do that to one of like the buff guys that are working out there. You'll get your ass beat. Like, they know who to do it. They know that we're kind of smaller girls, like, and they think that they can talk to us like that, and that's not okay.
No, but literally, like, I probably got diarrhea off of that because I was so scared. And like, it's one thing me, but it's like I had Jesse next to me, and like, I'm like, imagine if I put Jesse in danger, like, even though it wasn't my fault, but like nothing bad should have happened, and like, why is this happening to us? Like, I didn't do anything. And he literally parked his car so close to mine where I couldn't back up. It was really scary.
Yeah.
And oh my god, like, we're the nicest people ever, and like, I don't even know why these things happen to us.
Why does everyone want to argue and fight us?
Yeah. Like, man, peace amongst this world.
Relax.
Well, this is probably gonna end this because it's probably like super long by now, but we hope that you enjoyed these stories, and then please stay tuned for that other story that we have to tell you guys about, that stalker guy,
it's
because
coming soon, our next story time.
That was like pretty crazy.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe and
maybe any suggestions of what the next mukbang should be with our story.
Yes, and then make sure you guys check out our videos, because we post every week, and if you guys like our stories, then you're gonna love our future stories. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.